Hey, what's up, everybody? My hair's kind of messy because I've been sleeping on it, and I'll explain that in a minute. But what we're gonna make today is Ed's. What's similar to my Fiesta goulash is my Fiesta hamburger and rice. If I can get the camera working here. So I already chopped this up. The green pepper, and I'm going to chop up some onion, and I'm going to tell you a little story. Oh, by the way, this is simple. It consists of hamburger, ground beef, hamburger, peppers, onions, mushrooms, and white rice. That's it. Salt and pepper. No fancy cumin or cilantros or ginger or onion powder or garlic powder. None of that stuff. So let me start with today. This morning I had a colonoscopy done. I had that done at 9:30. So I had to be at the hospital at 8:30. Fortunately, it's like 5 minutes from here. It's right down the street. And yesterday was miserable because I had to drink the prep. You know, the prep, that stuff that cleans out your colon, that flushes you out real good. And because there's shortages of everything, the easy, popular stuff that's like a little bottle that you mix with something and then you just go wait it out on the toilet, it's not available. So I had to take 4 Dulcolax tablets, which is a mild laxative, and mix 250 grams of Miralax, which is a powdered fiber laxative stuff. And I want to tell you what, 250 grams of any powder is a lot. Mixed into 64 ounces of Gatorade. Okay? 64 ounces of Gatorade. I like Gatorade. I've drank Gatorade for years. Used to drink it when I was working. Drink it when, we were out doing stuff, fishing or in the woods, or, just Gatorade and vodka. Who knows? Gatorade, right? The instructions said to drink 15 ounces. No, 8 ounces every 15 minutes. Okay? So that's 15 and 15 is 30, 60, 2 hours to drink 64 ounces of Gatorade. All right, mixed with Miralax. And on top of the Dulcolax, 4 Dulcolax tablets. The first glass, 15 minutes, it goes down in 5. The second glass, you think, I drank that in 5 minutes. I've got 25 minutes to drink this glass. And it goes down in 10. So now you're still plus 15 minutes. You get the third glass. You've got a half an hour. And you start drinking it. And it doesn't take quite a half an hour, but you're not guzzling it like you were when you started, right? Fourth glass. Yeah, maybe you've got, an extra 5 minutes on that. Maybe you don't. Now, mind you, we're halfway through. We're through the first 32-ounce bottle. Then you get to that fifth glass, and it's like, oh, come on, man, this is ridiculous. And none of this has hit you yet. You're just feeling bloated. I mean, really bloated. So you drink that fifth glass. I'll tell you, by the time you get that fifth glass down, you're starting to feel something a rumbling down there in the cockles of your bowels. And it's not gonna be long. So you get another glass. And mind you, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm watching the Metalhead Hippie, and luckily he had like a 5-hour show. Oh, it went even longer, but I didn't make it. Watching the Metalhead Hippie, and I'm not commenting, I'm not talking, because I don't want to talk about what I'm doing at the time, and be typing. Well, Linda spends an above average amount of time in the bathroom with some medical equipment that she has to use several times a day. And I'm thinking about this. I hear that bathroom door shutter. I hear that suction machine come on, and I'm like, oh no. Now, we have a bathroom upstairs, but as you know, when you're dealing with something like explosive diarrhea and the inability to control it, running upstairs is really, really, really a poor choice. Really, it is. So, I get in the bathroom, and it starts. And then you come out, and you realize you've got 3, you've got 4 more glasses. You got 4 more glasses of this stuff to drink. And you start drinking. There's no way you can get one down in 15 minutes. It's just not happening. It's not going to happen. So, you just keep drinking. You keep running. You keep screaming, get out of the bathroom! And I'm going to cut a heaping tablespoon of butter. God damn it. To throw in the pan to heat up and melt. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Man, I want to tell you. This is 85 15-gram chuck, 85% lean, 15% fat. It's 0.82 pounds. It's going to work out good for 2 people. I've had to learn to cook for 2. Anyway, last night was a nightmare. I finally got, to where I wasn't in the bathroom so much, and I got on the couch and I watched a couple movies and dozed off in and out. Finally got upstairs and went to bed, got up at 7 o'clock and took a quick shower and got to the doctor. And I'll tell you more about that on the next step. Okay, this is a very important step sometimes. Got 1 cup of white rice here. We're going to pour it into a strainer. And we're going to rinse it. When you buy bulk white rice, it's often unrinsed. And if you don't rinse it, it'll be starchy and sticky. It's just not very good. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I've got just about 3/4 of a pound of ground beef. Oh. Let me get my water boiling back here. Put that in there. Try to break it up a little. This beef was never frozen, came right from the grocery store. If it's frozen, it's fine, but you know, obviously you gotta thaw it. Let me rinse my hands real quick. So, I get to the hospital and they go through all their usual stuff. Now, on my last colonoscopy when I was 50, they told me that I asked them, like, is this going to knock me out? And they said, well, it'll be like a twilight sleep. Okay, a twilight sleep. So, the first stuff they put in, I don't know what it is, into the IV. She says, this is going to burn a little bit. I remember the last time it did. I remember this time I did not feel it at all. And she said, oh, really? She goes, oh, usually people, you know, kind of ouchy that burnt, but it didn't burn. Then she put the narcotic in. And I immediately, okay, let me change the subject here. I'm going to put a little chili lime in here. I use spices, but I don't use a lot of spices all the time. Ground black pepper. Ground black pepper is my favorite spice, really. If you cook pepper and put pepper on your pepper, is that redundant? Or do they cancel each other out? Now, I can always add more pepper later. A little bit of salt. Turn this down to a lower heat. I want to get some of this other stuff going here. Get my pan hot over here for my vegetables. This will have to be drained, of course. So anyway, they put the stuff in, and I immediately feel it taking hold, and I'm getting groggy. And I literally felt myself go out. I closed my eyes. But then I heard the doctor say, okay, we're ready to start. And I opened my eyes. And I was fully aware. I don't know if I was fully awake. I was fully aware. And I asked the doctor, I'm looking at the screen. I'm watching him move the scope up my, you know, I'm watching him go, right? He's going for it. All right, I'm trying to get in the refrigerator and I can't. And I have to find a container for grease. So I'll just grab a cup. And I asked him, is that me? He said, yeah, that's you, buddy. And I'm watching this, you know, I can see the like the lubrication stuff spraying as he's going. And he's going kind of slow. And I'm asking him questions. I'm like, how's it, you know, how's it looking? He's like, he goes, you're doing amazing. You're absolutely doing amazing. I got to put some butter in that water for the rice. And when you're looking at your own colon, you expect to see a lot of strange things, right? Okay, get this cooking. Timing is kind of a tricky thing here. The rice takes the longest, so you got to let this stuff get going, and just put it on a medium-low heat and let it kind of like brown up. You want it to caramelize a little bit. I like my hamburger cooked well, but not burnt. Okay, so now we're going to dump in the rice. Get my favorite wooden spoon. Stir it around, let it boil. And I'm asking him, I'm going, how do we look? Are you seeing anything? He goes, no, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we keep talking, and I told him that my mother has Crohn's disease and some other things. And he says, okay. He goes, well, that's not like a big hereditary thing, but it can increase your chances. But at 61 years old, he goes, I got to tell you, Ed, you're really, really doing good here. You're looking really good. And then I see him backing the thing out. I knew he was backing the thing out. And it was like, wow, man, you know? Just absolutely amazing. And they finished it up. They wheeled me back to the room, and I immediately, like, they put the TV on and put the news on in front of me. I think it was CNN, and I immediately just like zonked out, right? I was out. How am I going to strain this? If you're not seeing this part, you don't need to. I don't like all that grease in there. Okay, that's strained. Back on the heat. Got a sprayer here I can spray my sieve out with. And I went and kind of dozed at the TV. And, okay, this is the one I want on simmer, back burner. Low heat here. And all was good. And so I laid there for a while, and I woke up, and they brought me a can of ginger ale and some Lorna Doone cookies, and I'm still like out of it, right? And the doctor comes in, he goes, Ed, he goes, you did really, really good as far as this procedure and, issues with your colon. You've got nothing to worry about. There's no worries. We'll see you in 10 years. And I was like, awesome. So that was done. Okay, so I got everything cooking. I hope you can see everything beyond my belly. But now, okay, Linda comes to get me. And, like, I'm still groggy, man. She goes, where you want to go? Because she knew I was starving. I says, McDonald's. I need a sausage McMuffin with egg. And I'm telling you, I came home and sat on the couch with a sausage McMuffin and egg. And they didn't have hash browns, so I had to get a small order of French fries. That was the best sausage McMuffin with egg I ever ate in my entire life. It was about noon. I fell asleep, and I woke up about 2:30, quarter to 3. Got up, went to the store, got this stuff, and here we are. So, alrighty, I'll be back. Just a little update on the rice and meat. I mean the vegetables and meat. We're just browning up here, waiting for the rice, which is out of camera view. Or is it? Yes, it is. It's back here. Getting there. Okay, I've moved things around a little bit. Here's my rice. That's pretty much done. I think we're safe to go with it. It's hard to cook for 2 people, You don't realize 1 cup of rice is a lot of rice. Just 1 cup. I'm just going to let that go another second. Okay, the heat's off on everything. Open up the rice. Take the ground beef. I don't know if you can see this. Try not to lose it. Stir it in. Whatever I drop, I'm sure Poncho will find. Give that a little bit of a stir. Get our vegetables. Mushrooms, onions, and fresh peppers. This is the companion dish to my Fiesta goulash. Now, if I had red and yellow peppers, I would have used that, but when I was at the store, they didn't have the bag of the smaller peppers that all come in the little colored peppers. Red, green, and blue and whatnot. Blue, yeah. Red, green, and yellow, and orange. So we just got green bell pepper. And this is a great comfort food because you eat and then later on you can just come back and have another bowl. Right? Later on, you can heat it up on the stove, or you can throw it in the microwave. I've even eaten it cold. Take that off the heat. Cover it for a second. All right, folks. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Fiesta, rice and hamburger, and vegetables, and colonoscopy stories from the operating room. Hey, see you next time.